On a hill outside of Jerusalem, the fate of humanity was carried upon the shoulders of one man. Weary from the trials, the scourging, the mocking of the Roman soldiers, Jesus stumbled along the way to Golgotha. A heavy wooden cross was placed upon his back, and with every step the weight of the world's sins pressed deeper into his sacred wounds. Crowds lined the narrow streets. Some wept, some jeered, some stood in shock as he passed by. Suddenly, Jesus fell. Simon of Cyrene was pulled from the crowd to help bear the cross. Women mourned loudly, and Jesus turned to them, saying, "Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming when they will say, Blessed are the barren and the wombs that never bore and the breasts that never nursed. Then they will begin to call the mountains and the rocks upon us, and to say, Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Blessed are they who are not persecuted, for in those days they will be taken and slain. Blessed are you when men hate you, and when they make you an offer and persecute you, and speak evil of you falsely for your sake. Rejoice and be glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets who were before you. At Golgotha, the place of the skull, soldiers stripped him of his garments and nailed him to the cross between two criminals. The sky grew dark, and it seemed that creation itself was mourning. And from the cross he prayed, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Then he said to the repentant thief, Truly, I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. And turning to his mother Mary, who stood by with John, the disciple whom Jesus loved, he said, Woman, behold, your son. Then he looked to John and said, John, behold, your mother. And from that hour, John took her into his own home. And as Jesus' strength faded, he cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me? But after this, he cried again in a loud voice, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. And with that, he breathed his last. The earth quaked, the temple veil tore, and the centurion cried out, Surely this was the Son of God. This is not only a story of suffering and sacrifice, but also a story of hope and resurrection. For as the disciples came to the tomb and rolled away the stone, they found it empty. For he had risen just as he had said. And that gives us hope that even in our darkest moments, when we feel like we're carrying our own heavy crosses, that we can still find the strength to keep going because he has overcome the world. And so we can overcome our circumstances if we just put our trust in him.